Let me show you my countryside through these old headlights. We can take this road as far as you want to go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in Lisky Farm. So I have already fed the chicken, and as you can see the field is ready for harvest today, and this is very exciting time because it's the first time I'll be using the new combine, which should be a treat. So I have already prepared New Holland for the carding duty, and as usual I am first going to go and do all the chores, sell all the veggies and fruits and whatnot. We are maintaining 25,000 pounds, which I think it's pretty nice, and look at this crop. Look at it. Still a bit damp from the night, but I think it will be quite well dried up when we come to harvest it. It's probably gonna be around 10 AM, maybe 11. I don't know how the day goes, but so far the weather is looking pretty nice and everything seems to be quite in order. So let me load the van, as I do, and I will see you at the sheep pen. So 1.5 pallets full of wool. I'll try and squeeze it in here. This is sketchy transport 2.0. We've already done some sketchy stuff here on this channel, so don't worry. We're gonna get it through. Yeah. Here to do some sketchy stuff. Do da, do da. Alrighty. Let's see how much money we can get for the wool. So we're at basically 25,000. Come on. And we were done at 28,000. So we basically made $3,000 pounds, excuse me, for the wool today. Not too bad at all. Okay, so as per usual I'm gonna refill the vending machines and we'll see you at the pub where I sell the rest. Alright, so 4,902 pounds for the rest. And the vending machines are also full, which means that we are gonna be quite loaded at the end of the day. So what, we started with 25,000, we are currently at 33, and we have a whole day's worth of veggies in the vending machines, which is going to keep producing. Incidentally, this today was the last pallet of oat drink, so it's basically the perfect time to have the harvest and dump some more oat into the dairy. Alright, so I said I'm gonna be starting harvest at around 10 AM, and it seems like I am an hour early. So for this reason I'm gonna prepare this tractor next to the field. I could have used the Fendt for this job, but I kinda figured I use this New Holland only for shunting duties now, and it deserves a bit more. So I'm gonna go and have myself a breakfast, something nice to eat, and I'll see you at around 10, because I do think that at this very moment the crop is still too wet for harvesting. So. But because it's on the fence, I don't really want to destroy it. Beautiful Massey Ferguson, eh? I should convert it back to front exhaust so it shows the tractor better. The hood. Nah. Let's keep it as it is. Okay, I think it's time. Let me do one more check on the field. If you pay attention to the money, we are at 33,775. Yeah, it's good now. So we are getting basically around 500 per hour from the vending machines because we put some butter in and stuff like that. So this is perfect. Hello, beautiful Deutz. How are you? Yeah, starts right up. So this one doesn't have the, you know, air conditioning as such, but it's actually, I think it's gonna be better because I'm gonna be in the shade and I'm gonna be well protected from the elements, dust that is. But otherwise the combine is pretty similar. It's newer, of course, but pretty much similar to what I had before. The main difference is that it has a bigger grain tank. It has, I think, twice as much horsepower as the previous one had. So all around, yeah, improvements. And it has a cab which will protect me from the dust and whatnot. Okay, so I'm gonna let it run for a bit, for a few minutes, because I want the engine to be nice and warm before I start putting some strain on it. But yeah, okay, see you in a jiffy. So I've just been checking down here. These are the straw cutters if you want to make chopped straw, but I want to have straw for bales, so I kind of opened this flap up so the straw is gonna fall. It's gonna fall straight to the ground. Otherwise, when this flap is down, the straw gets thrown into these knives and through this funnel onto the ground. But yeah, because I want to keep it, I'm gonna set it like this. The engine should be pretty warmed up now. So let's see if I can actually start it. Oh, the noise. Okay, so let's set cruise control to something manageable and let's go. Oh wow, look at that. The header is basically also quite similar as the one before was, but yeah, this has so much more power. Alright, and this right here is going to be oat for our oat drink. You can see it coming in. And it feels kind of fast, doesn't it? When I come to the end, I'm gonna stop for the combine to inspect what I'm leaving behind and if there's any grain in the straw and stuff like that. So I'll be honest, so far the yield, I can't really see, the drop looks pretty full, but I don't know how much is actually accumulating down in the bin. But at least we should have a few thousand liters. If I remember correctly, we had around 4,400 liters of oat in the dairy structure to make oat drink. And it kept producing like mad, so I don't know, if we get a similar yield, we're gonna have another stupidly productive year, considering the oat drink. Okay, so let me park it right here. Oh yeah, decent swath. Can't really see any grain in it, so I guess the combine is sorted pretty nicely. Perfect. You know what? It's not a quiet one. That I will say. Okay, so I'm basically gonna keep you in the cab. I just took the drone out to make a photo because this is the first time using this combine. And can you see all the dust that's not blowing in my face right now? You see that? But I can't see that. And I will say that I'm very happy with this. Because without the cab, you know, I was pretty much inhaling all this. Okay, so looking in the bin, we're not too full, so I guess I'm gonna be able to make another pass around. This is probably because oats gives a bit less of grain out of every plant than wheat does, for example. It's a different structure. Yeah, I gotta say the cutter head works extremely well. There's no torn plants, everything is just cut perfectly. Which for an old machine like this, it's pretty much a miracle. So it must have been very well refurbished. So the guys that brought it and the guys that took my old combine, they really know what they're doing. I do recommend their services. Okay. There's plenty of space inside. But I do know what I'm gonna bring next time when I go to harvest. I'm gonna buy some hearing aid. Well, not the aid, hearing protection. Because right now I hear too much of this stuff. And I don't really want to be deaf when I grow older. That's really not something on my agenda. So yeah, you know, your senses are basically all you get, so don't waste them, you don't have to. Hey, I still can't see. So either this grain tank is huge or the yield is very bad. Now I don't know what is, but something is up. So I was thinking another thing. I do think I still have an outstanding loan for the field that I'm going to harvest a bit later on. And I think that was around pounds, excuse me. So if I can possibly close that loan, that will mean that the farm is going to be completely debt-free. I forgot about that loan because it's running in the background, you know. Payments are automatic and everything takes care of itself as long as there's money in in the bank account. Otherwise the bank comes knocking. Okay. I see some bio building in the back. So yeah, considering the combine I had previously, this is an immense improvement. I'm very happy with it. Let me do another shot. Okay, I can see the oat in the bin without standing up now, without leaning closer in. So I don't think I'm going to be able to make another pass around. So what I'll do is I'm going to come to the end of the field and open the pipe. Okay. I haven't tested that before, so yeah, I'm very happy that it works. And I think I'll stop right here. Right, in any case, I'm guessing I'm going to be making a few time lapses today. So the first one is going to be the first one is going to be on this field, and the second one is going to be on the other field. Don't you just love it when everything comes together nicely? Perfect. Okay, already ready to unload. So this field is done. Everything went into one trailer. So I think this will all fit in one trailer. So not a bad yield. Considering we had around 4,400 liters of oat to process previously. How much do I have now? No clue, but the trailer looks mostly full. So we got just under 7,000 liters, which I think it's a great yield. That's gonna give us plenty of oat drink. Now only if I could remember how did I set up the tipping action. Okay, let's hit the back. But let me try and tip it straight into the dairy. It's probably gonna be a bit of shenanigans again. Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm in. Let's dump it all. Yeah, perfect. And the trailer's out. So while I have this all turned and set here at the driveway, I'm gonna take it to the field and I'll be back to take the combine. And while I go, I do want to put my beacons on. Come on. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, got my front loader stuck in the hedge. It happens, you know, it happens. Alright, already back at the combine. I am a bit sweaty now. Did some running around. Let me put the beacon on. Ooh, almost forgot to put the pipe in. Oh, that would be a danger. Stupid move. Just bought the thing and crashing it already. Now, I don't know if it's true or I'm just imagining it, but I kind of feel like this combine has not as good a turning circle as the previous one had. I'm gonna have to be a bit more careful around the corners. Yeah, okay. Coming in the hedge. Okay, got it out. Yeah, I shouldn't really speed down this road, so I'm not gonna. And we are up to 35,250 pounds. I'm pretty happy with that. Which reminds me, while I'm on my way to the new field, I could check the bank account status and the loan status. What? I've already paid off all the loans? Well, look at that, I have. Alright. Well. Okay. I've got no words. I am sitting on a golden duck, it seems. Beautiful. And just to think that this all came from basically a totally abandoned and overgrown farm. If you're with me from the start, you know what I'm talking about. Man, oh man. So yeah, this is not a speedster, not a roadster. Yeah. It would be fun to take around the Nürburgring, you know, that racetrack in Germany, the green hell. It's very tight, because there are slopes on either side of the road. And yeah. Yeah, this ain't gonna fit. Shoot, I'm gonna have to drive into the crop, I think. I thought I'm enough into the field, but I guess the front loader is preventing me. I'm I'm sadly gonna destroy a little bit of wheat. But hey, it is what it is. And now I'm dragging. And now I'm hitting the pole. Right after I drag the trailer on the side of the tree. Nah, it's fine. See, done some damage here. Luckily these rows are not full. Okay. And we go. Tractor or trailer, and we're good. Okay, it's time to unload the first load of wheat right now. So I think I'm gonna reverse back to the tractor and trailer and dump it out and then continue. I do have some, how should I say, life updates for you. And that is me and the fiance. We are getting married. Okay, it's dumping. We're gonna get married in a bit. Yeah, the point of this series was to show the revival of Uncle's farm. Judging by the state of the bank account and how good everything is going, I think we are pretty much there. This is probably gonna be the last episode as such. And I do plan on doing another episode to show before and after, show you where we started and where we are at this very moment. So yeah, that's gonna be another one, and this one, as far as farming and everything goes, I think this one's gonna be the last one. I do love this series very much, but everything has to have an end at some point, and it's better to end on a high note rather than watch it go down in a blaze of glory. But yeah, just so you know where we're at, as I said, you can expect another episode and right on schedule, so another Saturday. Then me and the new wife, the newlyweds, we're gonna just enjoy life and continue farming and do whatever needs doing. We are definitely gonna have to bale this field, and we're probably gonna sell because we haven't even touched the last year's stock of straw bales. So yeah, each of every one of you who have watched this, I am very grateful. This is not yet goodbye, but I'm just saying what I did not say often enough. Okay, I'm gonna stop rapping. So time lapse to the end, and then we'll send off this episode, and we'll see you. The end. Of course, I'm not gonna leave these two tufts of wheat standing, but here we are. Oh, let me unload the combine. I want to have as little weight as I possibly can on the road. So I do wonder how much wheat we have. Probably not gonna fill up the trailer, which is fine. Even though I did expect a bit more, but this is a smaller field than what I have at the farm, so yeah. I think it's still pretty good. Okay, and this, my dear viewers, oops, wrong button. I wanted to turn the beacon on. Yeah, this, my dear viewers, is everything for today. So I hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time for the very last time here on Lesky Farm. Take good care and goodbye.